Right, hi there, and welcome to my study where I do all of my video editing and my photo editing. So today's video is going to be a little bit different to my previous two, and that's because I want to talk to you about long exposure and how I like my images to turn out, what I do during my process that I do when I'm actually taking the photographs, and also say what equipment I use. Now, I recently put up a post on Facebook, and that's what's kind of inspired me to do this video today, and that is because of what I said in the post and how I want to talk to you about the reasoning behind that. And for me, long exposure, especially seascapes, and obviously with water involved, it's for me a little bit like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So it's your shutter speed and your timing is either going to be just right, or it's going to be, say, too long, it's going to be too short, or it's going to be just right. And the photo I posted up on Facebook is the one I consider to be just right and spot on. So yeah, I just want to go, so say, talk through my process with you, and why I think the images are just right and either too long or too short. So let's get into it. So this image here is the one I posted up on Facebook. We recently took a trip to Madeira. I didn't do any videoing out there really, so I did do some drone shots, but I didn't really do any sort of YouTube type stuff, so that's why I'm kind of doing it in the studio. And yeah, I just want to talk through these images with you, and just go through my thoughts, really, my thought process. So I've got the EXIF data displayed at the top here. So this one was taken at half a second. And for me, this is a nice image. We've got some nice texture in the bottom here, in the middle foreground, and also a little bit of drama going on with this wave through here. Also got it going through as a diagonal. For me, that's a little bit more pleasing to the eye. Having the diagonal kind of just draws your eye through the image. It was a gorgeous evening, so we drove there and we just arrived as sun was setting, so I didn't have too much time to mess about with while I was there, but came out with this really nice nice image. And to be honest, quite a few nice images, and you'll see those as we go through. So yeah, this is half a second, and I'm going to take you through these next sort of couple of images, or this group of three, which is kind of like a before drawing and after. This one here is in the middle of the three time wise, so we'll just go to the previous image, and this is what happened before. Now this was literally 3 seconds before, or 2 seconds before my final image, and as you can see, we've got the wave just about to break, and also we've got the previous wave there going out. Now what I was trying to do is capture the waves as they were going out, really. As there's the wave just kind of went out over the cascaded out over the rocks, I thought that would make a really nice really nice image. And so this one was just a little bit too early. I was basically sat there kind of firing off shots with my 2 second timer, so that's probably why there's only 2 seconds between these two images. So it's a nice shot, but it didn't really quite work out for me. And then this one here is actually the after effect. So this is as the waves come in and broken. We've got the again, we've still got the diagonal on here, but for me this was taken just a little bit too late. We've missed the drama of the wave, and we've got this kind of ghosting going on, and this effect on the rocks here, so you kind of lost that kind of foreground definition a little bit, or the mid foreground definition, so you kind of missed the main event here. So that's why I prefer this image here. We've got sort of just a nice pleasing image. Now I did shift my well, I didn't shift location, but I did change my my camera on my tripod a little bit, just to try and change the composition. So these ones were taken before the three. So this is actually where I initially started with my with my images, and then I did change the location, my composition a little bit, but just by spinning the camera around a little bit. So this one here is taken at 3 seconds. And again, what I was doing, I was trying to time it so the wave crashed, and then the wave was going out again. So as the water was tumbling over and cascading over the rocks, it kind of gives this nice soft look to the foreground without being too ghostly and wishy-washy, if you like. So that's this one, and also again the second one of these two. Again, this is taken at 3 seconds. And again, this is really nice. We've got the sort of nice soft foreground here, still showing some movement and a little bit of sort of drama in the sea, so you can still see there's something going on. And also we've managed to smooth out a little bit of the sea in the background. Again, that's a really nice looking image. So the sun was setting just off to our left hand side as you look at the screen, and it was really kind of lighting up the clouds really nicely. So we were dead lucky with the weather on this one. Now on the other end of the scale, let's talk about so we've got the timing element of long exposure, and this one is, I suppose you would say, is not long exposure, but you can see what difference a short, quick shutter speed makes to the image. So we've got this one and the next one again. These are at 1/60th of a second, and this one was just taken too late. I just missed the wave. You can just see it's just crashing in, got a little bit of splashing going around on the rocks, but it isn't really the sort of thing I like. It's okay, we've got the lovely sky in there, we've got the reflections in the sea, but it's just, you know, the sea is basically frozen the scene. There's no movement in there, no drama, which for me isn't what I was looking for. But what my thoughts were, or what I was trying to do in a way, in essence, was capture different shutter speeds during the shoot, with maybe the thought of doing some stacking and just kind of blending images together to kind of try and bring in the right elements. But for me, the 1/60th of a second didn't really work. This one's probably not too bad though, and it is showing off the wave coming in, so we've got some movement, a bit of drama in there, but for me it's just frozen it just a little bit too much. Again, with the sea in the background there, it's just frozen that a little bit too much, so it's a little bit, for me, a little bit distracting. Again, got some lovely colours, got some nice colours in the rocks, etc. I mean, it's a nice image, and I think a lot of people will be happy to capture that, but not for me, unfortunately. So then we've got the other end of the scale, and this one was at 20 seconds. I think for this one I put on my 10 stop filter, and all the others were taken with I think, apart from the 2/60th of seconds, were taken with my 6 stop filter. But this one is say 20 seconds. Got some great movement in the cloud at the top, and also nice smooth sea with still a little bit of texture in it, and actually some dirt spots, some sensor spots on there, but I'll clean those up later. And but for me, what I don't like is this foreground here, where the sea has kind of splashed in over the rocks, and it's just created that sort of ghost-like look to it. So it's not keen, not my cup of tea. The other thing that spoils this image is, if I just zoom in a little bit, is that for some reason it's pretty it's not sharp. It was a windy evening, so that may have had an effect on it. So yeah, that kind of spoils it a little bit for me anyway. So that one didn't really make it through to my final images. These are just some other images that I took. Again, I said, because I varied my shutter speed a fair bit during the evening. This one was at 4 seconds, and this one was at 1.6 seconds. For me, again, it's just this foreground element. I don't like it. Again, I think my timing was wrong, so I got the wave as it crashed in. I should have got it as it was trying to go out again. But they were coming quite frequently, so this may have been a bit of both going on. So yeah, that's really it, to be honest. So again, just to recap, it's for me, it's getting that timing right and getting the shutter speed right. So yeah, hopefully that's made some sense to you, just kind of going through my processes there. I mentioned earlier on, obviously I use my a 6-stop and a 10-stop filter. That's I say I use the leaf filters, drop-in square filters for this. And obviously I've got my 3-legged thing, tripod. The Winston, this big chunky tripod. It's not that great for travel, but I managed to get it there in my hand luggage, so that worked out okay. But yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll bring another video to you shortly.